Hey guys, it's Big Nick here, and I'm back here to give you today my WrestleMania 35 review. So WrestleMania was just last night, this past Sunday. I'm filming this on obviously on Monday, the day after. This is the Raw after Mania day, and then we got the SmackDown after Mania day. So we're getting ready. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna give up my overall thoughts on the show, and if you take away the length, the 7 hours. It's a good show. It did what it needed to do. It was fun in certain spots. It was good. It was a fine show. It's just the lengths were just a little too much. The show starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time because I'm on the East Coast, and ends at pretty much 12:30. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna dive right into it. Starting off with the pre-show match, had 4 matches on it. The first one was the cruiserweight title match between Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't pay attention to this match because I kind of couldn't. I had to do something, so I really couldn't pay attention to the first couple matches, which was the cruiserweight title match and the women's battle royal. I did catch pretty much the rest of the women's battle royal. I pretty much saw what I needed to see for that one, so I'm going to get to that in a second. So I unfortunately didn't get a chance to see the Cruiserweight title match, but I do know Tony Nese won. So congratulations to Tony. It's going to be very interesting now what they do with Buddy Murphy. Will he end up on Raw or SmackDown? Because I believe isn't the shakeup should be next week, I think. Or whenever, if they're still doing it. Because I know they're kind of they've been teasing the end of the brand split this whole time anyway. So we just got to wait and see with that. So, and then the Women's Battle Royal. From what I saw, it just looked like just throw people out, nothing fun. Carmella wins it. I mean, I'm okay with Carmella. It's just the problem is Asuka was in it and she got eliminated by Sarah Logan. So it's just the disrespect Asuka has been given these past couple of weeks. Not couple, 3 actually. With losing the title to Charlotte just so they can do the shenanigans in the main event. And then gets eliminated in the Women's Battle Royal by Sarah Logan, who didn't pay attention to the fact that Carmella wasn't eliminated and Carmella got rid of her. Yeah. Next up we have is the Revival versus Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. It was fine. Wasn't anything great or good. It was just a nice little going back and forth thing. Revival being the Revival, great tag team wrestlers, and Hawkins and Ryder being the underdog team. They really should have built this up because, lo and behold, the ending, Kurt Hawkins getting the roll-up win on, I believe it was Dash Dawson, getting the win and becoming the Raw Tag Team Champions, ending his 3-year losing streak, and Zack Ryder becoming the champion again. It would have been nice if they would have built it up because it would have meant more. Even on the pre-show, still would have meant more. They still got a pop from the crowd because they are New York boys, so they have fans in the area and they are New York boys. So congratulations, Ryder and Hawkins are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. And surprisingly for both of them, it is their second time as tag team champions together. So it's a shame that Kurt Hawkins has held more titles in WWE than wrestlers like Tyler Breeze, Apollo Crews, just to name a few. So yeah, that was that. And next up we have is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Nothing good there either. It's just, do what you want to do, throw people out and all that shit. The Saturday Night Live stuff was not good. Jost wore Odell Beckham Jr. jersey from the Cleveland Browns in MetLife to kind of rile up the crowd to at least get a reaction, and he pretty much got nothing because the crowd doesn't give a damn about you two. So Strowman, how the mighty have fallen. He went from last year, pretty much being what everyone wanted to be for Universal Champion to this crap. He wins the Battle Royal. Not surprising there. So let's see what they do with that. So now we're gonna jump off to the main show, and the main show, as I said, was solid. It was a solid Mania, probably the best one since 31, because 32 and 34 were god awful, and 33 was just meh, with an awful main event. Okay, so let's go. The first match up. So first off, we have Alexa Bliss coming out, saying I can do an iconic moment at any moment just by the snap of my finger. Snaps her fingers, out comes Hogan. Whoopee. But then while they're doing their little pose down, out comes trotting out the ring is Heyman to announce that since we're not going on last, my client doesn't want to wait all damn night and get out here. So Lesnar comes out. The Universal title starts off Mania. So Rollins comes out to a big pop, gets mugged at the beginning of the match by Lesnar, flicked around, bell rings, ref gets knocked down, low blow, 3 curb stomps later, Rollins is Universal Champion. I just described the whole match. In that, he got mugged before the bell by Lesnar, ref gets knocked down for a second, low blow, 3 curb stomps, Rollins is Universal Champion. So, it happened, they did it, they finally put the title on Rollins. Lesnar hopefully is done for now. Hopefully. But, we'll have to wait and see. And especially with Rock. Maybe he does Universal Open challenges. Oh, good God. But, who knows. So, yep, Rollins is Universal Champion. Congratulations, Seth. Next up we have is Randy Orton versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. It was a fine, little methodically paced match. They did what they had to do, did Orton and Styles. They didn't have to go crazy. They're both pretty much 40-year-old men. They don't have to do anything to please the crowd. Something stupid. They're 40-year-old men. They both have 20 years experience in the business. They did what they had to do. Methodically paced match. AJ surprisingly got the win. I didn't see that coming because I did say Orton would win, and they continued. Surprise means AJ wins. Orton's upset. RKO on SmackDown continues the feud and all that shenanigans. So yeah, there's that. Next up we have is the SmackDown Tag Team Title Fatal 4 match. The Usos versus Rusev and Nakamura versus Black and Ricochet and The Bar. This is actually a pretty fun match. It was very entertaining. A lot of spots. All that, Fatal 4 chaotic stuff. Ricochet and Black look very good. Rusev and Nakamura looked actually surprisingly good. And The Bar was just The Bar and the Usos were the Usos. Usos retained the titles after the double Uso on Sheamus. Especially when they had the little finisher fest. Aleister Black match the living hell out of Rusev. His chin is somewhere in MetLife. So it was a fun match. Usos win. Probably the best match probably the second best match of the night. Yeah, second best match of the night because the best match hasn't happened yet. So next up we have is the Falls Count Anywhere match between Shane and The Miz. This one I actually liked. It was actually a good match. It's kind of what you expected. Didn't expect them to go all crazy. Shane took a couple of insane bumps, which we'll get to in a moment. So, Miz and Shane are fighting a bit. Shane cracks Miz upside the head with a TV monitor from somewhere. Miz is bleeding, so they do a lot of shenanigans there because you can see the blood coming out his head. And then I believe it was Tom Phillips saying, "Oh my God, Miz is showing the signs of this match already." So blood. Can't say the word blood. So George, Miz's father, comes to save him because Shane was going to jump off the damn ropes through the announce table. Shane whoops George's ass. Miz snaps, beats the living hell out of Shane for a good 10 minutes. He beat the living hell out of Shane for a good 10 minutes. Messing up his knee. He literally knocked him off a little area. Knocked him off of a platform area onto a golf cart. And then he fell to the damn floor. My God, Shane, stop. You're 50. And then the biggest spot of the match. If you guys remember that little structure style thing from Undertaker and Triple H in WrestleMania 17, remember that? Imagine Shane and Miz on top of it and a superplex straight down the hill. Shane did his stupid bump. Instead of jumping, he got superplexed straight to hell. He got the win, which, you know what? I'm going to leave it that way because they didn't do it any stupid way. They did it because Miz messed up, did a superplex straight to hell, and Shane landed on top of him. Well, not landed on top, but was on top to make, arm on top, all that. Kind of like how he beat Big Show and people back in the Attitude Era days when he would do his insane leaps to death. So, yeah, one hell of a spot. 2, Shane wins. So, probably going to extend the feud a bit longer to probably either I wouldn't say Money in the Bank, because you would want Miz to be in the ladder match, but who knows what they're going to do there. So, yeah. Then the next match, it's a pretty good match. Next up we have is the Women's Tag Team Title Fatal 4-Way match. The Boston Hug Connection versus Natalya and Beth, Tamina and Nia and the Iconics. Not as good as the men one. This one was kind kind of one of my least favorite matches because it was kind of like slow paced and all that. I think this match they were kind of like certain matches you can tell were kind of designed to let the crowd cool down a bit and then build it back up. Because I believe after this was a very important match. So yeah, so you can kind of tell this was designed. It's pretty okay. A lot of stuff, homages to the Hart Foundation from Beth and Natalia. So yeah, it was okay. It was just okay. It was literally designed to let the crowd relax a second. But surprisingly, the Iconics got the win after Beth Phoenix was going for the Glam Slam with Bailey on the top rope. Billie Kay slides up and tags Beth as she's hitting the Glam Slam off the top rope. Smart move. They throw Beth out, her and Peyton, and then Billie pins Bailey. The Iconics are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. You can see the emotion in them. Surprised they actually went that route and gave the Iconics the titles right away. Kind of shows maybe they're going to split Sasha and Bailey. It's kind of like showing their hand there that they're going to split those two then. They maybe turn out a Raw. We finally get one of those two turning on the other or some, you know. So it kind of leads that way because the Iconics are a tag team. They've always been team. So yeah, so congratulations Iconics. Very surprising they actually did it so early. I thought maybe they would let Bailey and Sasha hold it a bit longer, then drop it, but fine. And next up we have is the match of the night, moment of the night, and probably one of the biggest moments in WWE's history. But before I get to that, I'm going to say they did the little Hall of Fame thing, where they introduced all the Hall of Famers from from Saturday. And DX came out. DX was doing all their shtick. So yeah. So now we have the match moment, probably moment of the year. It's going to be very hard to top that this year. But knowing Vince, he'll try with something stupid. And that is Kofi Kingston versus the new Daniel Bryan. I'm just calling him Daniel Bryan. This was a good match. It was very well paced, very well done. The crowd had relaxed enough from the women's match because they really weren't into the women's match like that. And when this was coming out, they really got into it. It was a great match. Kofi Kingston is your WWE champion. Everything went smoothly. Then, as the celebrate, Kofi Kingston is the first. I don't want to say that word. The Rock is the first African American WWE champion, but he's half black because he's also Samoan. Kofi Kingston is the first. You know what I mean? The first real. I don't want to say that. The first non-half black man, non-half African American to be WWE champion. First 100% black African American to be WWE champion. There we go. First 100% black man. There we go. No Samoan in him. Maybe no Samoan. So yeah, Kofi Kingston is WWE champion. It was a very emotional moment. Big E and Xavier Woods showing emotion. Kofi showing emotion. They brought his sons out to celebrate with him, playing with the showing off the title. They brought off of course the normal WWE title back. Not surprised. Kind of teasing a Big E heel turn when he had like a gift for Kofi. Maybe everyone thought it was gonna be something there. Kind of teasing it because I was like, oh god, no, not now. So keep your eyes on SmackDown. Some shenanigans might happen. But yeah, Kofi won. Great celebration. And then they kind of lingered on the celebration a bit. I thought maybe because I was like this: if Kofi's sons leave the ring, someone's attacking Kofi. But if they stay in the ring, he's fine. So that's why I was like, because when they kept showing the celebration, I thought they were gonna have the sons leave the ring for a second, and Kofi celebrates with the New Day one last time, and then something. So, but yeah, Kofi's WWE champion. He's now Grand Slam winner. He did it. He's now a Grand Slam winner because he already had the Tag Team, US, and Intercontinental title reigns. So congratulations to Kofi Kingston. Next up we have is kind of another let you cool down. I believe the next two were. Yeah, they're pretty much the next two matches were very like cool down matches of the night for the crowd. Okay, at this point, WrestleMania had already been on 4 or 5 hours. Next one was the United States title match between Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe. The match lasted 2 minutes because Joe choked out Rey in 2 minutes, which kind of suits Samoa Joe because that's, if you remember his OTNA days, he would choke people out in a few minutes anyway. So it kind of suits Joe better. And the fact that they did it against Rey Mysterio kind of legitimizes Joe too. You know, he took out a all-time great. So then after that, we have Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Match was, I don't want to say bad, but I think it's due to the fact that the crowd at this point was already tired, weren't into it, and you can kind of tell like WWE knew, like Reigns and McIntyre kind of knew, because they really didn't do anything. They just pretty much had like a casual Raw main event style match. Reigns got the win, not surprising there because you're going to let him win it. So yeah, that really there, it just felt like people were already tired, and then the next match after this was kind of designed, I believe, to get the crowd up more. Like, come on, get up. And it was Triple H versus Batista. Like Batista's entrance until he busted his ass going into the ring. Like Triple H's entrance. I thought this match was actually pretty good. It didn't have to go on as long as it did. It really didn't have to go on as long as it did. Maybe shave off a few minutes. And you can kind of tell it was designed to get the crowd up, but it was also designed to kind of calm down because the match was very slow and paced. It was still fun. Triple H ripping up Batista's nose ring with needle nose pliers. Excuse me. So, and tables, all that, just fun. Nice little Batista bombs, pedigree, sledgehammers. Batista bouncing off steel steps, and if you follow Batista on Twitter, he pretty much kind of confirmed his official retirement from wrestling. So, thank you, Dave. One of my favorites, one of the favorites of many people's childhood. So, thank you, Dave. So, hopefully next year you headline the Hall of Fame. So, yeah, Triple H wins, not surprising. So, next up we have is the retirement match for Kurt Angle. So, literally 2 matches in a row. We end the Animal and we end the Wrestling Machine. Match was bad. Angle obviously lost to Corbin, which not surprising. You always go out. The legend always loses his last match. Understanding he's putting Corbin over and it made no sense, but so Corbin gets the win, and Angle says goodbye, thank you, and all that. Goes out to "You Suck" chants. Oh, something I overlooked and didn't want to overlook, I kind of forgot when it slotted in, was Elias had his little concert, kind of going very fun. And then he gets interrupted. Not the interruption we were all hoping for, because we were all hoping for a rock concert. No. Instead, we got the return of the Doctor of Thugonomics. He came out, cut up with his classic Doctor promos. It was great seeing the Doctor back. I hope maybe we see him tonight on Raw, or maybe on SmackDown, just as a little, it would be great, just one more time. But it was fun seeing the Doctor back. It was just great. This is the first time, I think, since probably 2005, we had a full-fledged whole crowd cheering for Cena. Okay, so the next match, we have 2 more matches left, and that's Bobby Lashley defending his title against the Demon. Obviously, Balor won. His entrance was longer than the match. He did powerbomb the hell out of Lashley, though. I'll give him that. Showed off his strength. Because Finn Balor, he's small, but you can see all that damn muscle. He got some damn strength. Okay, so now we go on to the last match, and that is the Triple Threat Women's Match main event in WrestleMania. First things first, I'm just going to say, congratulations, Becky Lynch did it. They actually pulled off the trifecta of Rollins, Kofi, and Becky being the champions. The match was kind of okay. I didn't think it was a great main event. I didn't think it was bad. It was kind of okay. Some spots it was kind of, like sloppy a bit. Especially the ending where Ronda does the Piper's Pit move and Becky rolled that instant to a pin, to the fact that Ronda was not fully shouldered down yet and the referee kept counting, and so Becky had to reassert her down, so that kind of botched the ending. But it was still okay. Charlotte didn't get pinned. Ronda actually got pinned by Becky, which is actually a pretty smart move. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do from there on with Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky. We'll have to tune in tonight and see. So, yeah, that is it. That is my overall review. I say this WrestleMania probably a middle tier Mania. Not bad, not good, not great, but it's a fine, okay Mania. Definitely the best one since 31. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys again. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.